Hello everyone, I'm Deborah from DeborahAdele's Craft Room. Today we're going to be painting Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer on a bottle gourd. I hope you enjoy the video.
These are the products that we'll be using for this project. They are Americana acrylic paints by DecoArt. The colors are light cinnamon, red iron oxide, light buttermilk, in the Dazzling metallics, Emperor's Gold, medium flesh, lamp black, and Santa red if you need to paint your nose red. We're using DuraClear gloss varnish to varnish the piece when it's completely dry.
Okay, this is the bottle gourd that we're going to use. I've coated it with, I think, 3 coats of light cinnamon. The first thing we want to do is find the best side of the gourd. I have a little X here. That's where the nose is going to be. So that's what I'm going to call the front of the gourd. What I want to do is I want to drill a hole for the nose. And I want to drill holes for the ears and the antlers. So a little farther up than usual for the ears, I'm going to drill, I'm going to go right here. Okay. There's one hole, and I have to make sure that it's in the right place. Okay, I have the holes for the ears, and I made the ears already. They're not painted, but I used some Sculpy Clay and shaped them into a little upside down heart shapes. And I'm going to put them in just so I can see where the antlers are going to go. Okay, now there are Rudolph's ears, and now I have these antlers. I bought these on eBay. They're size extra small. If you find them, they're extra small and they're like flocked. They're felted. And I'm going to put these back a little farther. I hope they look all right. Trying to decide where they should go. If they should go closer, not farther away. So I'm going to put some more holes behind the ears, a little ways behind. Oh. When I drilled those, I drilled them straight up and down so that the antlers don't lean back too far. These have a hole in them, I hope. I don't know. Okay, let's see what we have here. Okay, I guess they look all right. So anyway, I'm going to take these back off so they don't get in the way while I'm painting. And I'm going to have to drill a little bit into this one to make it go, make the toothpick fit in better. But you'll have to decide what to do when you get your antlers. You can also make them with twigs if you'd like, which I have always done in the past, but I bought these a year ago thinking I was going to make one. but now I'm making one, so here they are. Okay, I'm gonna leave the ears in. Okay, I'm gonna put the nose in so that when I draw the face, we'll know the proximity. Okay, there we go. All right, now I'm gonna draw the eyes. I'm gonna make pretty big eyes, pretty big doughy eyes. You see those eyes? They're pretty big. And for the mouth, I'm just going to draw a straight line down like this. And then I'll be putting a dip dot there when I get around to painting that. So out comes the nose. And we can start painting. We're going to do a different kind of eye this time. I drew eyelids on, straight line across. We're going to leave that the light cinnamon color, and we're going to just paint the bottom of it black. Okay, that's what they should look like. If there's some pencil lines in your eyelids, you want to paint those with the light cinnamon. Okay, I took the ears out because I prefer painting them when they're in my hand instead of on the reindeer. Okay, so the next step is we're going to put some white in the eyes. Just on the sides of each of the eyes. You don't have to paint the whole thing white. Okay, I painted more white than I thought I would, but I put 2 coats on, and we're going to let it dry for a minute. And while it's drying, I'm going to line the eyelids. Get your paint nice and thin. Of course, there was some touch-ups I had to do. Now we're going to do the black part of the eye. Okay. I left the white on the bottom a little bit. If you want to go all the way to the bottom and just leave some on the sides, that's fine. Now I'm going to do the eyelashes. You draw a line right straight across, and then you make a big scoop on the side there. And then you come up again, except for make another little scoop a little bit sooner. And then again, a little bit sooner. I'll do the other side. Okay, the eyelashes, and as long as you're at it, you may as well do the eyebrows too. Okay. Okay. The eyes are done. Now, we're going to do the mouth. Just where you put that line, just line it with your paintbrush and the black, like that. And then we're going to get this one. This is my scruffy old handle that I love because of the ends. I'm going to dip that in to the black paint and put a dip dot there at the mouth. And if you want to, you can make it into a teardrop shape, or you can leave it just round. I'm going to do a teardrop shape to show you. There we go. Okay, now we have to do the stomach. With your pencil, you want to make a round circle. Or an oval, however it suits your gourd. Let me see how that looks. Okay. Now we're going to get a scruffy old brush, like this one, the way we pounce on Santa Claus's fur, and we're going to pounce on his belly. I'm using light buttermilk. Okay, you're probably going to want to give this a second coat because you don't want to see too much of that brown through the white. While we let this dry, I'm going to work on the ears. Okay, I painted the ear with a couple of coats of light cinnamon, and now I'm painting the inner ear with medium flesh. This is going to take a couple coats. So I glued the toothpicks into the antlers. This one I had to drill a little bit to make the hole big enough for the toothpick. This one already had a hole in it, large enough, so they're going to let those dry for a bit while I'm working with all the ears and everything. Now with this, I think that the belly is dry enough for, I think I'm going to put gold buttons on instead of black buttons. I got my Emperor's Gold, and I'm going to use, I have my Emperor's Gold, and now I'm going to use a pencil, the nice flat eraser of this pencil, because I want the buttons to be pretty big. So there's one button. There's the second button. There's the third button. Now they're crooked, of course. So I guess okay. I wiped that button off pretty quick, so I'm gluing in the nose. I'm going to shade the eyelids with black. Just a tiny touch of black along the top of the lid there. Or the bottom of the lid. I don't know what you want to call it. A little bit of shading. I'm going to put a little bit of white in the eyes. Little lines. And a line on the nose. There we go. And we're still waiting for the ears to dry. I think I'll put a little line of white in the mouth too. There we go. There we go. So I'm going to line them now with black. 1, 2, got the other one done. And now we're going to shade inside the ear with red iron oxide. Okay. I'm going to do one side and then go to the other ear and do the side again. That way it gives it a chance to dry a little before you do the next shading, because we know what happens when you shade over wet shading. Pulls the paint right off. Okay, so here we go again now. There we go. That one is done. And that one is done. Now we're ready to put the ears in. I put a little glue on the plate so that I could just pick it up with a toothpick and put it in the hole. Okay, one. Okay, two. Now, put the glue in the antler holes. I've decided that I want this part of the antler to be on the outside. Kind of cute. These antlers might be a little big for this particular gourd, but that's okay. Now make sure your buttons are dry before you start messing around, because I just put my whole palm in there and got it on the side, and I had to fix it all up before I came back, so you don't want to do that. So now I'm going to put a scarf on this. Let me get some scissors and I'm going to set him to the side for a second. And I'm going to get the scissors and I'm going to cut fringe in this polar fleece. Maybe an inch long. See how that looks? Okay, that end is done. Now we'll do the other end. You measure your polar fleece around the neck of the gourd before you cut it, because you know, all gourds are different. This one's about 1.5 inches wide. I have no idea how long it is. Okay. Rudolph is done. We're going to have to glue down his scarf, but I want to wait until after he is varnished before I do that. I did glue here by mistake, forgetting I had to varnish, but that's okay, it'll pop off. So anyway, there you go. Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer. Looks like he's got a little sniffle from his first trip out there. So, there you have it. Done and done. Thank you so much for watching my video of Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer painted on a bottle gourd. Please subscribe to my channel and press on the bell so you can get notifications of my future videos. Bye-bye now.